Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and realizing you somehow look 10, maybe even 20 years younger than you did last year. No expensive surgeries, no extreme routines, no strange miracle products. Just a small daily habit that almost feels too simple to be real. Sounds impossible, right? But this is exactly what Japan's oldest practicing doctor, yes, a man well past 100, has been doing for decades, and what he says has kept him energetic, sharp, active, and surprisingly youthful even as the years keep passing. Today I'm going to share the real story and the one simple trick he recommends that can genuinely help you feel fresher, healthier, and noticeably younger from the inside out. And trust me, once you hear this, you'll never look at your daily routine the same way again. Japan's oldest doctor has spent more than a century observing human behavior, health patterns, and the way people age, and what he discovered is surprisingly simple. The secret to looking and feeling younger doesn't come from chasing complicated routines or investing in expensive anti-aging treatments, but from building small, gentle, and consistent habits that support the body every single day. He often explains that people tend to overestimate the power of dramatic transformations and underestimate the impact of tiny daily actions that accumulate over years. He has seen countless patients push themselves into strict diets, extreme workouts, or harsh regimens only to burn out quickly, while those who choose simple habits and stick with them age more gracefully and maintain better health. To him, youthfulness isn't just about smooth skin or a fit body. It's about maintaining energy, clarity, mobility, and emotional balance as the years pass. And these things grow stronger not through force, but through routine. He believes that the world is obsessed with shortcuts and miracles, yet the human body has always needed only basic, steady care to thrive. When people chase expensive solutions, they often overlook the everyday choices that matter more, like how they start their morning, how they breathe, how they stand, how they move, how they rest, how they respond to stress, and how they nourish their bodies. Over time, these small choices shape the body far more deeply than anything done quickly or temporarily. The doctor likes to say that youth is built quietly, not loudly. It develops in the background through repetition. He himself has never followed extreme routines. Instead, he focuses on light daily practices that make him feel awake, flexible, and balanced. He starts his day with a minute-long activation trick, eats simple meals, moves throughout the day, and keeps his mind curious and engaged. He emphasizes consistency because the body loves steady rhythms. When you repeat a healthy habit daily, your body begins to respond more efficiently. Your circulation improves, your breathing deepens, your posture aligns, your sleep resets, your digestion works better. And when all these systems flow smoothly, the body naturally looks younger because it's functioning at its best. What makes his message so powerful is how achievable it is for everyone. You don't need a gym membership, expensive supplements, or difficult routines. You don't need to completely change your lifestyle overnight. You just need to choose one habit that supports your body and practice it regularly. He says that when people rely on extreme solutions, they tire quickly and quit. But when they choose simple habits, they stay consistent because the habit doesn't feel like work. And consistency is the real force behind aging slowly. His perspective shifts the way people think about aging because it takes away the pressure to chase perfection. Instead, it highlights the value of gentle care. He reminds us that the body is incredibly smart and capable of healing, refreshing, and restoring itself when given small, steady support. And when that support becomes part of your daily rhythm, your body responds with more ease, more energy, and a more youthful appearance that naturally reflects the calm and balance you cultivate from within. Japan's oldest doctor often explains that the most powerful anti-aging practice he follows is something so simple that most people overlook it completely, yet it has supported his health for decades. Every morning before eating or starting his day, he performs a 1-minute foot nerve activation ritual that he believes keeps his body youthful from the inside out. He explains that the soles of the feet contain thousands of nerve endings that connect to the spine, brain, and major organs, And when these nerves are gently stimulated, they send signals throughout the entire body that improve circulation, awaken muscles, and calm the nervous system. This small ritual sets the tone for how his body functions throughout the day because it encourages energy flow and reduces the stiffness that naturally comes with age. He says that many people think youthfulness comes from external treatments, but true youth begins with how smoothly your body communicates with itself, and stimulating the feet is one of the easiest ways to strengthen that communication. According to him, most modern lifestyles weaken this natural connection because people spend too much time sitting, wearing restrictive shoes, or moving only in small, repetitive ways that don't encourage proper blood flow. Over time, this leads to poor circulation in the legs, tension in the spine, and a sluggish feeling throughout the body. He explains that when the lower part of the body becomes inactive, it affects everything above it, including the face, breathing patterns, and overall energy. His simple morning practice was designed to counteract this by waking up the tiniest muscles and nerves that people rarely think about. Once these nerves activate, he feels lighter, more stable, and more energized, and he believes this has played a major role in helping him stay active even at an age when most people slow down dramatically. He also emphasizes that the beauty of this ritual is not just physical but mental. When the nerves in the feet send calming signals through the body, the nervous system transitions from a stressed state to a more relaxed one. When stress decreases, healing improves, and when healing improves, the body naturally looks younger because tension no longer sits heavily in the muscles or facial expressions. He says that many signs of aging we see in the mirror, dull skin, tired eyes, and a tense face, come from chronic stress and poor circulation rather than age alone. By starting his morning with this simple activation, he creates a foundation of calm and balance that carries through the rest of his day, allowing him to think clearly, move smoothly, and feel more grounded. The doctor believes people overlook small habits because they seem too insignificant to matter. Yet those tiny habits shape the body's long-term health far more than occasional large efforts. A 1-minute practice doesn't feel overwhelming, which is exactly why it works so well. It's easy to repeat. It becomes part of the routine. And with consistency, the effects compound. He encourages everyone to find a simple daily movement like this that supports their foundation because when the base of the body is strong, the entire system becomes more youthful, more energetic, and more resilient from within. Japan's oldest doctor often says that one of the biggest reasons people age faster today is because their minds and bodies have fallen out of sync. The mind is constantly running, thinking, worrying, planning, and absorbing information, while the body is often sitting still, barely moving, and receiving very little natural stimulation. This imbalance creates tension that slowly accumulates over time, affecting everything from posture and breathing to mood and even the appearance of the skin. When the mind is overstimulated but the body is understimulated, the nervous system stays in a state of stress, circulation slows down, muscles stiffen, and energy levels drop. He explains that this internal disconnect is one of the hidden reasons people feel older than their age, and why even young people often complain about fatigue, tightness, and lack of motivation. According to him, reconnecting the mind and body through small, gentle movements is one of the most powerful ways to slow down the aging process. He believes that the human body was designed to move naturally throughout the day, not only during scheduled exercise sessions. Light walking, stretching, bending, and using the smaller muscles that modern life ignores all help maintain a balanced internal rhythm. But today's lifestyle encourages long hours of sitting, constant screen use, and mental multitasking, which overstimulates the brain while the body stays inactive. This creates a confusing message for the nervous system because the mind acts as if it's in constant motion while the body behaves as if it's stuck. Over time, this mismatch contributes to chronic stress, shallow breathing, tight shoulders, a stiff back, and slower healing, all of which make a person feel and look older. The doctor explains that when small, daily movements are introduced, even if they are very gentle, the body begins to wake up in a natural, effortless way. He also explains that gentle habits have a calming effect on the nervous system, which is essential for youthfulness. When the body moves lightly, the brain receives signals that it can relax. When the brain relaxes, the muscles loosen. When the muscles loosen, circulation improves. And when circulation improves, the skin and the rest of the body receive more oxygen and nutrients, which naturally creates a fresher and younger appearance. He says that many people try to fix their stress by focusing only on the mind through rest or meditation. But if the body never participates in the process, the relief does not last. The body needs to signal safety to the mind just as much as the mind needs to signal calm to the body. Simple physical habits that wake up the feet, stretch the spine, or relax the shoulders help bridge that connection quickly. Small, consistent practices make the mind and body communicate again. The doctor often observes that people who practice gentle daily movements not only feel physically better but also become mentally clearer, more focused, and more emotionally balanced. Their reactions become slower, their patience increases, and their sleep improves, all of which contribute to a youthful energy. He stresses that youthfulness is not defined by the absence of wrinkles but by the presence of vitality, ease, and harmony between the inner and outer self. When the mind and body are in alignment, a person feels balanced, grounded, and capable, which is the true essence of aging slowly and gracefully. Japanese longevity has fascinated the world for decades, and according to Japan's oldest doctor, it comes from a lifestyle built on lightness, light movement, light meals, light stress, and a light attitude toward life. He explains that people in Japan who live past 90 with strong bodies and clear minds aren't doing anything extreme. They aren't following punishing diets, intense workouts, or complicated routines. Instead, their secret is found in small, peaceful habits repeated every single day. They walk often not as a workout, but as a natural part of their routine. They stretch lightly throughout the day without forcing the body. They eat until they are satisfied, but never too full, and which keeps digestion smooth and prevents the heaviness that makes the body feel older. This gentle approach builds a foundation of long-term health because it keeps the body in a state of balance rather than stress. He says that one of the biggest strengths of Japanese culture is its respect for moderation. Meals are simple, colorful, and portioned for nourishment rather than indulgence. Activities are balanced with rest. Movement is steady but gentle. Communication is polite and calm, reducing unnecessary emotional tension. Even the daily environment supports well-being, with people often choosing to walk instead of drive, sit on the floor, which naturally encourages better posture, and participate in small social interactions that maintain mental and emotional connection. All these habits contribute to a lifestyle where the body rarely reaches extremes. And when the body avoids extremes, it ages much more slowly because it stays within a comfortable, sustainable rhythm. He also points out that Japanese elders tend to stay active with purpose. They garden, clean, cook, shop, and socialize instead of spending long hours sitting. These activities may seem simple, but they keep the muscles engaged, the joints moving, and the mind focused. Even small chores create movement patterns that support mobility and circulation. He believes that purposeful movement is more valuable for longevity than intense workouts because it doesn't strain the body. Instead, it encourages steady, natural motion that can be maintained even at an advanced age. This is why you'll often find Japanese seniors walking with a straight posture, riding bicycles, or enjoying daily stretching routines that improve flexibility without causing stress. Another major aspect of this longevity lifestyle is emotional balance. The doctor says that many Japanese elders avoid thinking too heavily about age. They don't obsess over getting older or fear the passing of time. They find joy in small moments, appreciate nature, and stay connected to friends and family. This emotional lightness plays a huge role in how the body ages. When stress remains low, hormones stay balanced, sleep improves, and the body repairs itself more effectively. Over years and decades, this creates an inner environment where aging happens more gradually, without the sudden declines caused by chronic stress or emotional heaviness. He emphasizes that lightness doesn't mean avoidance or laziness. It means choosing habits that lift the body instead of weighing it down. It means eating foods that give energy instead of draining it. It means creating relationships that support the heart instead of stressing it. And it means practicing movements that keep the body open and flexible. All these elements together create the long, healthy lives we see throughout Japan. This approach isn't about perfection, but about consistency, balance, and kindness toward the body. And it's a model anyone in the world can learn from if they want to age gracefully with a healthy body and a peaceful mind. The oldest doctor in Japan often repeats that the real meaning of youthfulness has nothing to do with chasing flawless skin, following extreme routines, or trying to erase every sign of age. Instead, it comes from supporting the body with simple, steady actions that improve how you breathe, how you move, how you think, and how you feel each day. He believes that when people obsess over perfection, they end up stressing themselves, pushing their bodies too hard, or trying things they can't sustain. This creates tension and pressure that actually accelerates aging rather than slowing it down. Youthfulness, in his eyes, is not a result of force but a natural outcome of consistent, gentle habits that keep the body functioning smoothly. When the body feels supported instead of stressed, it responds with better energy, clearer skin, calmer moods, and a more vibrant presence that naturally looks younger. He explains that every system in the body is connected. Posture influences breathing, breathing influences the nervous system. The nervous system affects stress levels, and stress levels directly influence how youthful or tired a person appears. Even subtle habits like stretching lightly in the morning, eating in moderation, sleeping well, and moving throughout the day send signals to the body that it is safe, balanced, and taken care of. Over time, these signals reduce the wear and tear caused by daily pressure. People who practice simple routines consistently often find themselves standing taller, walking more confidently, breathing more deeply, and waking up with more energy. These qualities give a natural, youthful glow that no cream or shortcut can replace. He also says that one of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that aging is a battle they have to win. That belief creates resistance, frustration, and anxiety, which all increase tension in the body. Instead, he teaches that aging is just a natural process that can be supported with kindness, patience, and small healthy choices. When you shift from fighting your body to caring for it, your whole relationship with yourself changes. You stop chasing unrealistic expectations and start focusing on actions that make you feel genuinely better. And when you feel better, you look better. A relaxed face looks younger than a stressed one. A flexible body moves younger than a stiff one. A calm mind reacts younger than a worried one. These small internal changes accumulate into visible outer changes. The doctor believes that the real foundation of youth is vitality. Vitality comes from habits that nourish your body instead of draining it. It might be a 1-minute circulation ritual, a short walk, light stretching, breathing deeply, eating until you're satisfied but not stuffed, or giving yourself time to rest. None of these actions require money, equipment, or extreme effort, yet they create powerful effects when practiced daily. Over time, these habits make the body more resilient. They strengthen your balance, improve your energy flow, help your muscles and joints stay mobile, and allow your mind to remain steady and clear. When vitality grows inside you, your external appearance naturally becomes brighter, calmer, and more youthful. He teaches that youth isn't something you chase outside yourself. It's something you build inside yourself. It's the result of how gently you treat your body, how consistent you are with your routines, and how balanced you stay in your emotions and lifestyle. When you support your body with small daily practices instead of overwhelming it with pressure or extremes, it rewards you with longevity, lightness, and a fresh, youthful presence that reflects the harmony you create within yourself.